So next is the operation on real numbers. So you have learned in the other classes that rational numbers satisfy the commutative, associative and distributive laws for addition, multiplication. Moreover, if we add, subtract, multiply and divide except by 0 two rational numbers, we still get a rational number. That is, rational numbers are closed, and with respect to addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, it turns out that the rational numbers also satisfy the commutative, associative and distributive laws for addition, multiplication. However, the sum, difference, quotients and products of irrational numbers are not always irrational. For example, under root 6 plus minus of under root 6, under root 2 minus of under root 2, under root 3 into under root 3 and under root of 17 by under root 17 are rationals. So let us look at what happens when we add and multiply a rational number with a irrational number. For example, under root 3 is an irrational. What about 2 plus under root 3 and 2 under root 3? Since under root 3 is a non-terminating, non-reoccurring decimal expansion, the same is true for the 2 plus under root 3 and 2 into under root 3. Therefore, both under root 2 plus under root 3 and 2 under root 3 are also irrational numbers. So कहते हैं example 12, कहते check whether 7 under root 5 or 7 by under root of 5 2 under root 2 plus 21 pi minus 2 are irrational number or not. तो कहते हैं solution under root 5 is equal to 2.236 so on, and under root 2 is equal to 1.414 and so on, pi is equal to 3.1415 and so on. So कहते then 7 into under root 5 is equal to 1.15.6572 so on, and 7 by under root 5 is equal to 7 by root 5 by under root 5 into root 5, that's equal to 7 to root 5 by 5, that's equal to 3.1304. और कहते हैं under root 2 plus 21 is equal to 22.4142 so on, pi minus 2 is equal to 1 minus 1415 so on. All these are non-terminating, non-reoccurring decimals, so all these are irrational numbers. Now let us see what generally happens if we add, subtract, multiply, divide, take square roots and even nth roots of these irrational numbers where n is any natural number. कहते let us look at some examples. So कहते example 13. So कहते add 2 under root 2 plus 5 under root 3 and under root 2 minus 3 under root 3. कहते solution. So कहते add किया, that is this 2 plus under root 2 and this is equal to 2 plus under root 2 plus under root 2 plus 5 for this, and this comes out to be 2 plus 1 under root 2 and 5 minus 3 under root 3, that is equal to this. कहते हैं example 14, multiply this by this. So अगर multiply करें तो 6 into 2 into under root of 5 into under root of 5, that's equal to 12 into 5 equal to 60. So that comes out to be 60. कहते divide, if we divide this by this, so we get this divided, so 3 under root of 3 into under root of 5, that's equal to 4 under root of 5. So कहते these examples may lead to your to expect the following facts which are true. पहला कहते the sum or difference of a rational numbers and an irrational number is irrational. The product of a quotient of a non-zero rational number with an irrational number is irrational. Third कहते if we add, subtract, multiply and divide two irrational, the result may be rational or irrational. कहते we now turn our attention to the operations of taking square root of real numbers. कहते recall that if a is a natural number, then under root of a is equal to b means b का square is equal to a and b is greater than 0. The same definition can be expanded for positive real numbers. So कहते let a is be greater than a is greater than 0 be a real number, then under root of a is equal to b means b का square is equal to a or and b is greater than 0. In section 1.2 we saw how to represent under root 3n for any positive integer n on the number. So number line. So we now show that how to find under root 2 for any positive integers, positive real numbers x geometrically. For example, let us find out x is equal to 3.5. That is, we find 3 under root of 3.5 geometrically. So first हमने क्या किया, that is कहते make first कहते mark the distance 3.5 units from a fixed point A on the given line to obtain point B such that AB is equal to 3.5 units. कहते from B mark a distance of 1 unit and mark the new points as C. कहते find the midpoint of AC and mark that point as O. कहते draw a semi circle with center O and radius OC. कहते draw a line perpendicular to AC passing through B and intersecting the semicircle at D. Then कहते BD is equal to under root of 3.5. More generally क्या कहते more generally to find under root x for any positive real numbers x, we mark B so that AB is equal to x units, and as in figure 1.16 mark C so that BC is equal to 1 unit. Then as we have done for the case x is equal to 3.5, we find BD is equal to under root of x. We can prove this result using the Pythagoras theorem. Notice that in figure 1.16 triangle OBD is a right angled triangle. Also the radius of the circle is x plus 1 by 2 units. Therefore therefore OC is equal to OD is equal to OA, that is equal to x plus 1 by 2 units. Now OB is equal to x minus x plus 1 by 2 is equal to x minus 1 by 2. So by the Pythagoras theorem we have BD का square is equal to OD का square minus OB का square, that is equal to x plus 1, that is equal to x plus 1 by 2 का square minus x minus 1 by 2 का square is equal to 4 is equal to 4x by 4 is equal to x. दिस शोज दैट कि बी डी जो है इज इक्वल टू क्या है अंडर रूट एक्स के इक्वल है. एंड नेक्स्ट कहते दैट इज सो कहते दिस कंस्ट्रक्शन गिव्स अस अ विजुअल and geometrical way of showing that under root x exists for all real numbers x greater than 0. कहते if you want to know the positive value position of under root x on the number line, so क्या then let us treat the same line BC as the number line with B is equal to as 0, C is equal to 1 and so on. Draw an arc with center B and radius BD which intersects the number line E. Then E represents under root x. So we would like to come now extend the idea of square roots by to a cube roots, fourth roots and in general nth roots where n is a positive integer. Recall your understanding of square roots and cube roots from the earlier classes. So what is the cube root of 1 root 8? Well, we know that it has to be some positive number whose cube is 8, and you must have guessed that under root of cube of 8 is equal to 2. Let us try 5/5 of 1 root 243. Do you know some number b such that p of power 5 is equal to 243? The answer is 3. Therefore क्या कहते हैं 243 is equal to 3. From these examples you define n under root of a for a real number a greater than 0 and a positive integer n. Let a be greater than 0 be a real number and n be a positive integer. Then क्या कहते हैं and root of a is equal to b if b n is equal to a and b greater than 0. Note that the symbol under root used in under root 2 cube root of this and is called the radical sign. So कहते हैं radical sign कहते हैं we now list some identities relating to square roots which are useful in various ways. You are already familiar with some of these from your earlier classes. The remaining one follows from the distributive law of multiplication over addition of real numbers and from the identity x plus y, x minus y is equal to x का square minus y का square for real any real numbers x and y. कहते हैं let a and b be two positive real numbers, then क्या कहते हैं फर्स्ट अंडर रूट ऑफ ए बी इज इक्वल टू अंडर रूट ऑफ ए अंडर रूट ऑफ बी एंड अंडर रूट ऑफ ए अपॉन बी किसके इक्वल है अंडर रूट ऑफ ए अपॉन अंडर रूट ऑफ बी. सो थर्ड कहते हैं फर्स्ट थर्ड क्या है कि अंडर रूट जो ए है अंडर रूट जो ए है प्लस जो अंडर रूट बी है इंटू क्या है अंडर रूट ऑफ ए माइनस अंडर रूट ऑफ बी इज इक्वल टू किसके इक्वल है ए माइनस बी के इक्वल है. ओके सो सिमिलरली जो अंडर रूट ऑफ बी है अंडर रूट ऑफ ए प्लस अंडर रूट बी इंटू ए माइनस अंडर रूट बी किसके इक्वल है दैट्स ए का स्क्वायर माइनस बी एंड थर्ड ए अंडर रूट ऑफ ए प्लस अंडर रूट ऑफ बी that is under root of a plus under root of b into under root of c plus under root of d इसके इक्वल है that is under root of ac plus under root of ad plus under root of bc plus that is plus under root of bd. So this is the answer. So next जो है that is under root of a plus under root of b का होल स्क्वायर क्या है that is so इसका जगह a plus b और 2 plus 2 under root ab, that is the answer. So next कहते हैं look up. So कहते हैं look up at some particular cases of these identities. तो पहला कहते हैं simplify the following expressions. तो पहले कहते हैं simplify the following expressions. तो फर्स्ट क्या है 5 प्लस अंडर रूट ऑफ 7 प्लस 2 प्लस अंडर रूट 5. सो 6 को सिंप्लीफाई करना है तो फर्स्ट हमने लिया 5 प्लस अंडर रूट 7 प्लस 2 प्लस दैट इज इक्वल टू 10 प्लस 5 प्लस अंडर रूट 5 प्लस 2 अंडर रूट 7 प्लस दैट 35. सो मल्टीप्लाई करके सिंप्लीफाई कर दिया. नेक्स्ट करते हैं 5 प्लस अंडर रूट 5 एंड 5 माइनस अंडर रूट 5. तो इसको आइडेंटिटी लगाएंगे ए का स्क्वायर माइनस बी का स्क्वायर. सो दैट इक्वल्स 25 माइनस 5 को 20. थर्ड में कहते हैं दिस का स्क्वायर. सो ए का स्क्वायर प्लस बी का स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab दैट इज दिस. फोर्थ में कहते हैं ए का स्क्वायर माइनस बी का स्क्वायर दैट इज इसका स्क्वायर माइनस बी का स्क्वायर. So कहते हैं note that simplify in the example above has been used to mean that the expression should be written as the sum of rational and an irrational number. We end this section by considering the following problem. कहते हैं look at 1 by under root 2. Can you tell where is it shows up on the number line? You know that it is irrational. Maybe it is easier to handle if the denominator is a rational number. Let us see if we can rationalize the denominator, that is to make the denominator into a rational number. To do so we need identities involving square roots. So कहते हैं let us see how. So कहते हैं let us see how. So first example 17 कहते हैं rationalize the denominator 1 by under root 2. So कहते हैं we want to write 1 by under root 2 as an equivalent expression in which denominator is a rational number. So कहते हैं we know that under root 2 into under root 2 is a rational number. So कहते हैं we also know that multiplying multiplying 1 by under root 2 by under root 2 by under root 2 will give us an equivalent expression. Since under root 2 by under root 2 is equal to 1, so we put the, these two facts together we get to 1 by root 2 equal to 1 by root into 1 root 2 1 root 2 that equal to 1 root 2 by 2. In this form it is easier to locate 1 by root 2 on the number line. It is halfway between 0 and under root 2. So next at example 18 कहते rationalize the denominator of 1 upon 2 plus under root 3. The solution कहते we use the identity fourth given earlier, multiply and divide by 2 this by 2 minus under root 3 to get a value of this. So example 19 कहते rationalize the denominator of this. तो कहते here we use the identity third given earlier. So 5 by under root of 3 minus under root 5 is equal to 5 by under root of 3 minus under root of 5 into under root of 3 plus under root of 5, that is इसको साथ मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे under root 3 plus under root 5 by under root 3 plus under root 5, that is equal to मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद क्या आएगा, that is 5 under root 3 plus under root 5 divided by 3 minus 5. So that comes out to be minus 5 by 2 under root of 3 plus under root of 5. So that is the answer. Example 20 कहते हैं example 20 rationalize the denominator of this 1 by 7 plus 3 under root 2. तो कहते हैं solution के लिए तो first कहते हैं solution 1 by 7 plus 3 under root 2 is equal to 1 by 7 plus 3 under root 2 into 7 minus 3 by 2, 7 minus 3 by 2 that is equal to 7 minus 3 under root 2 divided by 49 minus 18 that is equal to 7 minus 3 by under root 2 by 31. So कहते when the denominator of an expression contains a term with a square root, a number under a radical sign, the process of converting it to an equivalent expression whose denominator is a rational number is called rationalizing the denominator. इसको क्या कहते हैं, rationalizing कहते हैं इसको denominator को. So with exercise 1.5, so that is exercise 1.5. तो फर्स्ट कहते clarify the following as a rational or irrational. तो पहला क्या है 2 minus under root 5. So फर्स्ट इज तो इसमें irrational का होता है तो 2 minus 5 2 minus under root 5 की क्या irrational नंबर है, और एक हो जाना है 2 pi irrational, उसके बाद हो जाना 1 by under root 2. they all are irrational and rational कौन सा जगह 3 plus this is equal to and this is equal to r rational. ठीक है. सेकंड कहते सेकंड कहते सिंप्लीफाई. सो कहते सिंप्लीफाई ईच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग एक्सप्रेशंस. तो क्या करना है, सिंप्लीफाई करना है. तो पहला क्या है 3 प्लस अंडर रूट 3. तो इसको सिंप्लीफाई करना है. तो सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए सबसे फर्स्ट हमने किया क्या, दैट इज इक्वल टू 3 प्लस इसको लिया मल्टीप्लाई किया है. so मल्टीप्लाई करने पे 6 प्लस अंडर रूट 3 अंडर रूट 2 प्लस 2 अंडर रूट 3 प्लस अंडर रूट 6 आंसर्स. एंड सेकंड कहते हैं 3 प्लस अंडर रूट 3 माइनस अंडर रूट 3 यूजिंग आइडेंटिटी a प्लस बी a माइनस बी a का स्क्वायर माइनस b का स्क्वायर इट इक्वल्स 3 का स्क्वायर माइनस 3 इक्वल टू 9 माइनस 3 रूट 6 आंसर. एंड नेक्स्ट कहते हैं थर्ड कहते हैं अंडर रूट 5 प्लस अंडर रूट 2 का स्क्वायर. सो यूजिंग द आइडेंटिटी a प्लस b का होल स्क्वायर a का स्क्वायर प्लस b का स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab we have that is we have under root 5 plus under root 2 square this, so that is our answer. फोर्थ कहते हैं under root 5 plus minus under root 2 into under root 5 plus under root 2. तो a minus b a plus b का होल स्क्वायर का वो लगा देंगे, that is a का स्क्वायर minus b का स्क्वायर आइडेंटिटी that is equal to concept 3. so next कहते हैं क्वेश्चन थर्ड कहते हैं recall pi is defined as the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter, that is pi is equal to c by d. This seems to be contradict the fact that pi is irrational. How will you resolve this contradiction? So कहते हैं with a scale or a tape we get only a approximate rational number as the result of our measurement. That is why pi can be approximately represented as a quotient of two rational numbers. As a matter of mathematical truth, it is irrational. So next कहते हैं represent under root of 9 by 3 in the number line. कहते हैं to represent under root 9.3 on the number line they draw a segment of 9.3 यूनिट्स, मतलब एक पहले 9.3 यूनिट का एक सेगमेंट करना है किसमें, नंबर लाइन पे. फिर कहते हैं लेट ए रिप्रेजेंट्स 9.3. ये क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है, 9.3 को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है. कहते हैं एक्सटेंड इट बाय 1 सेंटीमीटर, मतलब कि 1 सेंटीमीटर हमें क्या करना है, इसको एक्सटेंड कर देना है. कहते देन कहते शो पॉइंट 10.3 by 2 is equal to 5.15. That is so हमें ड्रॉ करना है. दैट इज ओके. So on the number line with O as a center and radius 5.15 units. So कहते draw a semicircle, draw AB perpendicular to OA to cut the hemisphere at B. The length AB is 9.3 units. So first कहते that is fifth कहते rationalize the denominator of the following. So first is 1 by under root 7. So इसको rationalize किया 1 by under root 7 को, that is multiply and divide किया under root 7 से. So we get answer under root of 7 by 7 answer. Second कहते 1 by under root of 7 by minus under root 6. So इसको हमने किसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई किया, इसके ऑपोजिट साइन से किया, under root of 7 by plus under root of 6 divided by under root of 7 plus under root 6, that is equal to under root of 7 plus under root 6 divided by 7 minus 6, that is equal to under root of 7 plus under root 6 answer. Third कहते that is 1 divided by under root of 5 plus under root 2, that is equal to opposite sign के साथ multiply और divide किया. So we get our answer. Fourth का कहते that is so फोर्थ के लिए क्या किया, 1 by under root of 7 minus 2 opposite sign के साथ multiply और divide किया, that is equal to under root of 7 plus 2 by 3. That is our answer.